Big Baby Jared Anderson opens up for the first time, really, on his loss that he took to Martin Bakole. I think what he said was powerful, and it let me know that his head is in the right place. We're going to talk about what Big Baby had to say. But before we do that, make sure you hit my like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's cook on it. So ever since Big Baby lost to Bakole, and what a lot of people felt, it was a big upset because a lot of people really didn't know Bakole like that. I was one of the ones that had seen Bakole fight, but I wasn't too up on him like that, you know. But I did go back and I did my research before before the Big Baby fight. And I watched a lot of his fights, and I knew it was going to be a dangerous fight for Big Baby Jared Anderson. And I wasn't quite sure that he was going to make it out this fight, you know, without getting knocked out. But I still gave the edge to Big Baby because I knew he had a shit ton of talent. It was just, could he put it all together and fight the smart fight the correct fight against Bakole, you know, who is a big, powerful puncher. A lot of fans compare him to the older George Foreman. So, man, I knew it was going to be a crazy tough task for Big Baby to get past him in the first really step-up fight besides Charles Martin. But, you know, things didn't go his way, and he been getting a lot of criticism. People been calling him a flop. You know, he just been getting by because he been fighting bums, and we know how boxing fans do. We know how boxing fans do, man. They sit back and they can't wait for your downfall. They pray on your downfall. So, Big Baby, he getting the taste of it. Jared Anderson is getting the taste of it. And I'm going to make sure I say Jared Anderson so you don't confuse him with Big Baby Jarrell Miller. You know, but they both call themselves Big Baby, so it is what it is, right? But like I said, he been getting a lot of criticism. It comes with the territory. But what I did like from him, and I'm not talking about what he said today, but what he said immediately after fight, he was just like, I'm not tripping. You know, hey, I'm going home to my baby. I got a newborn. I'm going home, and I want to spend time with my newborn. Like, if y'all think I'm going to be crying about this, if y'all think I'm just going to be crashing out, nah, I got other things to look forward to that's bigger than boxing to me. And that's what he been doing. Now, when he said those things, a lot of people was talking about he's soft, he don't care about losing, and I didn't take it that way. It's just, he was just telling us that, man, it's bigger things than boxing. My life is not consumed by the sport of boxing. This is just what I do to make money. And man, you know, hey, I feel him. Some people in love with it. Some people just look at it as a job. And he one of the ones that kind of look at it as a job. He like, hey, you know what? I know how to do this. I'm very talented. And this is what I'm going to do until I get enough money to where I can get out the sport, you know, healthy. And it is what it is, you know. Feel how you feel about it, but that's his life. I don't feel no way about it. If he like it, I love it. But today, Big Baby, you know, I guess reflecting on the L that he took, he probably went back and watched the fight, and he says, what the F was I thinking trying to slug with this big MF? So that let me know that he ain't as hard-headed as people may portray him as. He was able to go look back at the fight and, you know, be honest about the mistakes that he made. He knows where he went wrong. He says, you know, what was I thinking? Like, why was I trying to slug with this big ass dude? I should have been trying to box and move and use my ring IQ, but I went in there on some macho shit trying to slug. And that's what I said when I initially did the first video after he took his L. I said, hopefully he will learn from this. And I said, if he learns from this L that he took, it's going to be better for him in the long run, because the next time he got to fight, you know, a fighter that punches, that got a nasty chin, he's going to know how to go about it a different way. You know what I'm saying? Because he's still young. The level of competition that he was in with before, he was used to being able to just go hit him with big shots, and then they either wanted to survive the rest of the fight or he was getting them up out of there. So he felt that he could go in against Bakole and it was going to be the same thing. But it wasn't, because he was hitting Bakole with his best shots, and that big ass dude was just standing there brushing them joints off like they was nothing. And when he returned fire, ain't nobody standing up to that. Like the way that Big Baby Jared Anderson was getting hit clean, ain't nobody in the heavyweight game right now standing up to those shots except for maybe Big Bang Zane, because he got a chin out of this world. But I don't see nobody else getting standing up to those shots. And it's crazy because, man, y'all remember, if Wilder had won his last fight against Big Bang, it would have been Deontay Wilder versus Jared Anderson. And I think that Jared Anderson would have had a much better chance at beating Deontay Wilder than he had with Bakole, because certain styles make fights. And I'm not saying he would have beat Wilder, because if Wilder catch him with some shit, well, you know it's going to be night-night. But the thing is Jared Anderson can box so much better than Deontay Wilder. And in that fight, it's all about how he would go about that fight. Now, I don't think he would have went in trying to slug and go punch for punch with Wilder, because everybody know Wilder pack a devastating punch. So you're going to be an idiot to go in there and just try to trade punches with Wilder. So I think he would have went in already knowing Deontay Wilder's reputation. And he would have went into that fight. He would try to stay away from Wilder's big right hand, move, and just outbox Wilder. And he probably would have caught Wilder with something, because, hey, man, Big Baby can crack too. He can crack. Bakole just got a different type of chin on it. Him and Big Bang Zang, I'm telling y'all, man. So, like I said before, man, Jared Anderson will be back. It's good that Bob Arum, his promoter, came to him right after the fight in the locker room and said, man, hey, keep your head up. Don't worry about it. We gonna get you right back in there. Because I think the worst thing that happens to a lot of these young fighters is that promoters turn their back on them, right? They take a L, and then all of a sudden you don't see the fighter return to the ring for like a year and a half. And Bob Arum let Big Baby know, I'm not finna do that to you. We gonna bring you right back. Don't worry about it. And, he suffered a knockout, but he didn't take a lot of punishment. Like, he didn't just get beat down to where he was cut up. He was cool afterwards, man. He got on the mic, did his interview. He didn't seem concussed. So, man, it is what it is. But I'm looking forward to Big Baby Jared Anderson to be back sometime this year. And I think he gonna come back and he gonna be a lot better, because you need those experiences inside the ring. You need to know what to do in certain situations. And, fortunately, he does now. Unfortunately, he had to learn taking the L, but that shit come with the territory. Eventually everybody gonna lose if you fight the best. So it is what it is, man. I'm looking forward to seeing Big Baby Jared Anderson back in the ring. And I think that if he keep his head on straight, he will be a champion. Mark my word. Anyway, y'all let me know how y'all feel. Drop a comment in the comment section. Make sure you hit my like button. Subscribe to the channel. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone.
Let down. Lean into the right with the bass up loud. I slide, glide. Choking on that lead.
2 miles per hour, so everybody